our general purpose, one or more specific purposes, and supporting material to reinforce these goals. Today, for Justin's third speech, he will be presenting information that just might save your life. In Justin's first speech, we learned that he is a dental hygienist. And today he will tell us in layman's terms what gum disease is, how it happens, and how it affects our overall systemic health. You might be asking yourselves, how is this information going to save my life? Well, you're about to find out. Without further ado, please welcome Justin Bordessa for his presentation of what you don't know might kill you.
Welcome, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about gum disease. I hope you've all heard of gum disease because the reality is that most adults, meaning most of the people in this room, have gum disease to one degree or another. Unfortunately, most of us receive a very brief and jargon-riddled explanation from our dental hygienists and our dentists as to what exactly gum disease is and how it applies to us. Today, I'm going to present a concise and easy to understand explanation of what gum disease is. And this is going to provide you with a fundamental understanding of a disease that affects 3 out of every 4 adults. Not only that, but it is the #1 cause of tooth loss, and it plays a major factor in the development and complications and other often more serious and life-threatening diseases. Beyond just an informative speech, I propose 3 specific goals. First, after my presentation, you will be able to give a brief, simple definition of what gum disease is. Second, after my presentation, you will be able to name the 2 main stages or categories of gum disease. And 3, after my presentation, you will be able to name 2 other specific diseases that are directly affected by gum disease. Don't worry, there's not going to be a quiz afterwards, but keep these ideas in your mind. We've got a lot of information to cover, so let's go ahead and get started. Goal 1 is to formulate an easy to understand definition of what gum disease is. I'm going to keep it real simple so you guys can remember it. Gum disease is simply a bacterial infection in your gums that causes inflammation. It's as easy as that. Well, actually, there's a lot more detail, but save those questions for your hygienist or me after this presentation. Second goal, what are the 2 stages of gum disease? First, you have gingivitis. Most of you have probably heard that word before. And what gingivitis is, it is inflammation of the gums. There's been enough bacteria building up around the gums, and your immune system's beginning to fight that off, so you develop inflammation. With gingivitis, you can floss, brush, clean your teeth and gums to health, meaning that you can cure gingivitis. You can get back to normal. This leads us into the second category, periodontitis, which is not curable, but it is controllable. With periodontitis, you have had gingivitis, usually for an extended period of time, and the interactions between the immune system and that bad bacteria cause breakdown of the bone around the tooth. Periodontitis is characterized by bone loss around the tooth. It is, again, controllable but not curable. So those are our 2 stages of gum disease. Gingivitis, which is curable, and there is no permanent damage done, and it's characterized by inflammation. And periodontitis, which is permanent, meaning that you cannot cure it, but you can control it, and it is characterized by loss of bone around the tooth. So now we know a simple definition of what gum disease is. We know the two main stages. Let's kind of break away from our goals and talk quickly about what exactly is going on with gum disease. And let's begin by taking a look at this beautiful piece of art that I've composed here. Try to explain this as best as I can. This is a tooth. You can see the tooth there. This area down here is the bone. These little pink blobs are your gums. I want to bring special attention to this word, pocket. Pocket refers to the spaces in between the teeth and the gums. You might have heard the word pocket before. Now you know exactly what it refers to. It's that space in between the tooth and the gum. This is where all the action is going on. This is where the war is occurring. Keep that in mind. In a nutshell, how gum disease works. Everyone has bacteria in their mouth, both good and bad. And when the bacteria makes its way down into those pockets, the bad bacteria will then begin to outnumber the good bacteria. Then the immune system will send specialized cells to that area to fight off the bad bacteria. This interaction, this battle, causes inflammation of the gums. If it goes on long enough and it is involved enough, you will progress from the inflammation of the gums, which again is gingivitis, to periodontitis, where the bone starts breaking down around the tooth, eventually leading to tooth loss and to other complications, which we'll look at right now. So where does my title tie into all this? How are you going to die from gum disease? Are your gums going to fall out? You're going to die from that? No. In the year 2000, the Surgeon General released a report tying gum disease to several other systemic diseases. Since then, there have been numerous studies that have supported this and even added to it. What do these studies say? Gum disease will increase your chances of developing cardiovascular diseases, heart diseases, diabetes. Even premature birth is more likely with the presence of gum disease and low birth weight as well. If you have heart disease, cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, you're much more likely to have a difficult time controlling these issues if you have gum disease. So as you can see, gum disease is body-wide. It's not just restricted to your mouth. It can kill you by leading to complications with these other life-threatening diseases. So let's review our goals. 1, gum disease. It's a bacterial infection in the gums that causes inflammation. The 2 stages of gum disease: gingivitis, which is incurable inflammation of the gums, and periodontitis, which refers to bone loss around the tooth and is controllable but not curable. 3, 2 diseases that are affected by it: cardiovascular diseases such as stroke, heart attacks, diabetes, take your pick. So as you can see, this is a very complicated process. Hopefully I've provided a fundamental understanding, some basics that you can take away and make use of. Because it is true, what you don't know might kill you.